Okay. Hi Ryan, how you doing? I've got you queued up here, and I just want to bring this down a little bit. So let's just say I'm trying to fit the whole thing into the window here. There we go. All right. So this is a gorgeous cover, and I think you've done a really nice job. You've been working hard, and it's very obvious. A couple of things we're going to do to try to just tighten up some loose ends so we can really just wrap this thing up strong before going into final. Okay, so the actual typeface itself, for the masthead, it's good, but it's kind of boy, how do I explain this? It's not the most assertive typeface, I think. It's actually even kind of timid in a way. If you compare this typeface with this typeface, this one is much more assertive. So I'm just wondering if you might find a little bit more of a typeface that maybe has a little bit more of a powerful visual posture. A tip here would be find something with a little bit thicker strokes and a little bit higher. Nah, your X height's okay, just maybe a little bit thicker on the strokes. Okay, first edition here is not visible. You want to maybe change the color of that. Let's pull a guide out here, and you can see that this first edition here should line up with that. Not the serif of the M, but the M itself. Okay, the stroke of the M. Emptiness. This is nice typography right here. Very nicely done. My suggestion is to take this whole composition and move it down by increasing the spaces in between the stories. Let me explain how we're going to do this. You have room for a little bit more typography too, by the way, if you want to add a couple of regular features or whatever. Anyway, see, here's a cool trick. See this emptiness right here? I'm going to pull a guide right down, and let me just pull it right to that Buddha's eyes, and that's where you want to align the X height, either the top or the X height. I'm saying the X height with her eyes, so that it draws this really nice connection, and it'll actually incorporate that image into the type beautifully. Okay, so we'll have to just pull this down, pull this down, pull this down. Okay, gorgeous piece. I think this is not very well developed, so I still want you to work on this. Just keep doing some visual research. Try to make it make sense. Don't forget your grid. And really take a look at this when you're trying to draw some visual. I'm not saying do it with image, but draw this visual connectedness, this continuation using type. Okay, and then this piece here, I don't think this is working out. I think you should use the whole. Let me see how you have this. Okay, so here's your spread. A couple of things that you can do here. You need a byline. Who wrote it? You have this color again, and I know you're trying to use this color to draw a continuation. That's not a good technique in typography class, so let's forget that. I want you to concentrate on typography, okay? You've got these nice. You started developing these nice relationships using sans serif with serif, and this is really nice, the Path to Cultivating Self-Worth. I'm just a little concerned about some of your alignment. This is center alignment, and it doesn't align with anything. This doesn't align with anything here. Okay, so everything should really be in alignment. I would rather say you use this space across the top to introduce the article, and then start the article and go your double page spread from there. I think your typography is pretty good, but if you go ahead and take a look at those type settings in the announcements for Welcome to Week 6, I'm sorry, might have been the week before that, but you'll find it. It's justified type settings, and I've got some InDesign settings there will really take care of things like this. See these wide, see how tight that is? Those letters are right on top of each other. But then over here, you got these huge wide gaps in between your letters. A couple other examples of that throughout. But if you follow those settings I have, it'll take care of that. You'll need your folios here, page number as well as the volume number, etc. Maybe the website, and then have that reversed on this side over here. Just take a look at the magazine, see how they do it. Watch your baseline grid. Watch me pull down a guide here. Okay, and you can see that guide and this guide. I don't know why. I'm not pulling a guide down on this side of the page. That's weird. So anyways, what I'm trying to show is that these baselines are not aligned. And they should be, okay. Other than that, I think you're doing a wonderful job. Really, really tight on the re-edits, especially this cover. It's gorgeous. All right, man. One thing I want to mention also is that this color here is not really all that harmonious with the background. So you've got all these colors. You can go into Photoshop and sample all of these colors and use any one of these colors in the background image for your type. That will ensure color harmony. Okay? All right, man. Thanks. Any questions, give me a holler. Good job.